Hey everyone, before we dive into this story, please subscribe to my channel for more real estate and personal growth content. While I was sifting through tenant applications for my downtown property, my phone lit up with a video call from my younger cousin, Amy, her face tense. Maya, have you checked the family chat? She asked. I'd silenced it 6 months earlier. What's going on? I pressed. You need to see it. Your mom's planning a Sunday dinner at your building, and they're making big plans. I reopened the chat, and my screen flooded with messages and photos from inside 842 Sterling Lofts, my 4-story mixed-use building. The ground floor hosts retail, with 3 residential floors above, all owned by me, purchased 2 years ago for $1.8 million through my real estate company. The messages were bold. Mom, family meeting. We figured out how to split the building fairly. Come see your new spaces. My brother Marcus, I'm claiming the 3rd floor. Corner unit's perfect for my art studio. My sister Vanessa, 2nd floor is ideal for me and the kids, right by the street entrance. Mom again. Your dad and I will take the 4th floor penthouse. Maya can have the ground floor retail space. She works from home, so she doesn't need much. My grip tightened on my phone as I scrolled. Dad, we've sorted parking. Marcus gets 2 spots for his car and motorcycle. Vanessa needs 3 for her minivan and guests. Maya doesn't drive much, so she gets the small spot in the back. Aunt Linda, this is so kind of you all to share the family building. Maya must love having everyone close. Marcus, time this family had a real estate legacy. Maya bought it, but it's ours to share. Family assets are for everyone, right? I immediately dialed my property manager, Devin Wright, and my real estate lawyer, James Park. Devin, is my family inside 842 Sterling right now? I asked. Yes, he replied. Your mom called yesterday, claiming she owned the building and needed access for a family meeting. I said only you could authorize it, but she insisted and had keys. Keys? My jaw clenched. I'd given Mom an emergency key last year during my surgery, which she was supposed to return. She hadn't. James, I said, meet me at 842 Sterling now. Bring security. My family's in my building, claiming ownership and carving it up. I'm 15 minutes out. Don't confront them until I get there. I grabbed my laptop and ownership papers, rushing out the door. Amy texted. They're measuring rooms and discussing renovation budgets. Your mom's giving tours. 20 minutes later, I pulled up to 842 Sterling. James was waiting with 2 security officers from Sentinel Property Services. Laughter and voices spilled from inside. Ready? James asked, clutching his briefcase. Let's do this. I unlocked the main entrance with my owner's key. Conversations echoed from the 2nd floor. We climbed the stairs and found my entire family. 15 people, including parents, siblings, my aunt, uncle, and cousins, gathered in the largest unit. Mom had set up a buffet on folding tables. Marcus was pointing out his future art studio. Vanessa's kids were darting through rooms, claiming bedrooms. Mom saw me first, beaming. Perfect timing, Maya. We're just finalizing the space assignments. Come see our plans. Plans for what? I asked, keeping my voice steady. For dividing the building, she said. We've worked out a fair split. Each sibling gets a floor, and your dad and I take the penthouse. I raised a hand. Stop. Everyone, stop. The room fell silent. Marcus turned from the window, where he'd been measuring. Maya, don't make a scene, he said. Mom's just organizing how we'll share this family asset. You'll get the ground floor. We're not leaving you with nothing. This isn't a family asset, I said firmly. It's my asset. I own 842 Sterling Lofts outright through my company, Apex Property Development, LLC. James stepped up, opening his briefcase. I'm James Park, Maya's attorney, he said, placing documents on the table, pushing aside paper plates. These are the property records for 842 Sterling Lofts, purchased 23 months ago by Apex for $1.8 million. Sole owner, Maya Chin. No co-owners, no family trust, no shared ownership. Dad grabbed the papers, scanning them. But Maya used family money for this, he said. We gave her $20,000 for her business startup. That was 8 years ago for my software consulting firm. I cut in. I repaid it with interest in 18 months. Check the canceled checks. That has nothing to do with this building, which I bought with profits from my real estate company. Vanessa folded her arms. You never told us you owned a whole building. We thought you were renting somewhere. I invited you all to the grand opening 18 months ago, I said. The invitation said Apex Property Development presents 842 Sterling Lofts, a Maya Chin project. None of you showed up. You said you had better things to do than my little real estate hobby. James laid out more papers. Maya owns 3 commercial and 5 residential properties in this city, with a portfolio valued at $8.3 million. This building generates $15,000 monthly from the ground floor coffee shop and 2 leased residential units. Marcus blinked. Wait, people live here? Yes, I said. A boutique coffee shop rents the ground floor. A graphic designer leases the second floor northeast unit, and a young couple rents the third floor west unit, all with legal leases. Mom shook her head. The building was empty when we arrived. Because 2 units are between tenants, I said. And the 4th floor penthouse is my home, where you're currently trespassing. Dad's voice sharpened. We're family. You gave your mom keys. For emergencies only, I said. Not for breaking in to host dinners and divide my property. A security officer stepped forward. Ma'am, we can escort everyone out if needed. Aunt Linda shifted uncomfortably. Maybe we should leave. This feels like a mix-up. It's not a mix-up, Mom snapped. Maya's being selfish, hoarding this building when we could all live here. James's tone turned firm. Mrs. Chin, your daughter owns this property outright. She has 3 legal tenants and resides here. You have no claim to any part of it. But family shares. Vanessa protested. Maya's always had money. She should help us. Help with what? I asked. Marcus, you live in a 2-bedroom you've never shown me and asked Mom for rent money last month. Vanessa, you drive a new SUV. Just vacation in Cancun and send your kids to private school. Dad, you golf 3 times a week at the country club. Mom, you redecorated your house last year. None of you are struggling. You just want my assets. Mom's eyes welled up. You have so much, multiple buildings. Why not share? Because I earned it, I said. I built my software firm from scratch, saved every penny, studied real estate, took risks, and built this portfolio alone. None of you helped or believed in me. I opened old texts on my phone. 2 years ago, I told you I was buying this building. Marcus said, yeah, right, Maya. You can barely afford rent. Vanessa said, stop making up stories. Mom, you said, that's nice. Dear, let us know when you need real financial help. Silence fell, broken only by Vanessa's kids, who'd stopped playing and were watching nervously. James produced another document. This is a formal trespass notice. You're on private property without permission. Security will escort you out now. Return without Maya's written consent and you'll be arrested. You're serious? Dad said. We're family. Family doesn't break into my building and claim my property, I replied. You dismissed my work, then tried to take the results. The security team guided everyone toward the stairs. Aunt Linda grabbed her bag, avoiding my gaze. Cousins mumbled as they left. Vanessa hurried her confused kids along. Mom paused at the door, teary. I can't believe you're doing this to your own mother. I can't believe you stole my keys, broke in, and tried to give away my property. Your own daughter, I said. She left silently. Marcus lingered, staring at his art studio space. I already posted on Instagram that I'm moving into my new loft. Then post a correction, I said. He stormed out, slamming the door. James oversaw as Devin and the security team swept the building. We found Marcus's measuring tape, Vanessa's kids' toys, and Mom serving dishes left behind. We're changing all locks tonight, Devin said. Every entrance, every unit, new security system with cameras. No access without your approval. Perfect, I said. And no more emergency keys to family. Devin nodded. I should have verified her authorization. My apologies. She's persuasive. It's not your fault, I said. James packed up. Maya, they might try this again. Your mom seemed convinced she had a claim. Then we'll handle it with lawyers and police if needed, I said. By midnight, The locksmith had installed new locks and keypads, and the security system was live with cameras at every entrance. My building was secure again. The next day, the family chat erupted. Marcus. Maya had us arrested at her building over a family dinner. Mom. She's chosen property over family. I don't know her anymore. Vanessa. My kids were traumatized by the security guards. Maya should be ashamed. Amy texted privately. For the record, no one was arrested and the guards were professional. Your family's rewriting the story. I muted the chat again. 3 weeks later, Mom tried her old key at 842 Sterling. The new system alerted me and Devin instantly. Police issued her an official trespass warning. She told relatives I'd called the cops on her for nothing. The coffee shop tenant sent a thank you card, noticed the upgraded security, thanks for prioritizing safety. Other tenants echoed the sentiment, revealing Mom had tried showing the building to friends twice before the dinner, claiming to be the property manager. 6 months later, 842 Sterling Lofts is fully leased and profitable, now valued at $2.1 million. I refinanced, using the equity to buy my 4th commercial property. Marcus posts photos of his tiny apartment studio, captioning them about staying humble and avoiding materialism. Vanessa tells people I'm new money with no family loyalty. Mom sends occasional guilt-tripping messages about abandoning family for buildings. None have apologized for breaking in, claiming my property, or spreading lies about arrests. Last week, Vanessa asked for a family discount on one of my units. I said no. My buildings aren't family assets. They're mine, built with my work, money, and risk. Sometimes, the family that downplays your success is the same one that tries to claim it when it's undeniable. They can't have my floors. They didn't earn them. A year after the dinner, I received a certified letter from an unfamiliar law firm. My mother and siblings had filed a lawsuit claiming entitlement to 842 Sterling Lofts based on verbal family agreements and implied partnership. I sent it to James. It's baseless, he said. No contracts, no evidence. They're hoping you'll settle to avoid trouble. Don't. I didn't. 2 months later, a judge dismissed the case and ordered my family to pay my $11,200 in legal fees. They were livid. Marcus called me a heartless corporate sellout. Mom emailed about how I destroyed the family over money. But then, patterns shifted. Marcus quietly asked about entry-level property management jobs. Vanessa wanted real estate investment tips. Dad mentioned an interest in commercial properties and offered to partner. They didn't want reconciliation. They wanted in on my success after failing to take it. I declined every request. My portfolio now spans 6 commercial and 8 residential properties across 3 cities, generating over $2.3 million annually. I employ 12 people, including managers, maintenance crews, and leasing agents. Last month, a local business magazine featured me, Maya Chin, from Code to Real Estate Empire. The story traced my path from software consultant to property developer. Mom called the magazine, upset that it didn't mention family support. The editor said they only print verified facts. I keep 842 Sterling's property records framed in my office, a reminder that ownership is more than a title. It's responsibility, risk, and hard work. My family wanted the rewards without the effort. They threw one dinner in my building and thought it gave them rights to floors, parking, and equity they never earned. Buildings don't work that way. Success doesn't either. I changed the locks at midnight and never looked back. Now, walking through 842 Sterling Lofts, past the bustling coffee shop, the content tenants, up to my penthouse with its city skyline, I think of that Sunday dinner. I think of my family carving up what was never theirs. And I think of saying no. Sometimes, the most critical word in business is the same one you need with family: boundaries. I own my buildings, every single one, and no family dinner will ever change that.